Funding now on Indiegogo, it's Shadowbinders, our second chance offer to get 2 hardcovers of our classic webcomic delivered to your door. Steampunk, fantasy, and romantic comedy from Clownfish Comics. Go to Indiegogo, check out the link in the description below. Now on with the video. Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And the internet is upset because Miss Frizzle is too hot.
That's right.
And also she's her sister.
Right.
We have some discussion going on about Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus reboot, and the Mary Sue was very, very salty that Miss Frizzle didn't look like herself.
The Mary Sue's wrong again? Who would have thunk it?
And it turns out that Mary Sue was wrong. I think they went back and actually changed their article, but
oh, we look stupid. Better fix that.
yeah, it turns out that this Miss Frizzle on the reboot of the Magic School Bus is actually her younger sister. But they basically go on to complain. We're going to talk about some of these complaints. They went on to complain that Miss Frizzle didn't look Jewish enough or gay enough.
Was she either of those things? I just remember her being a teacher on a bus. I don't think it ever came up.
I don't think it ever...
At least not about her being a lesbian.
I don't think it ever came up, but I think maybe because Lily Tomlin was doing her voice. People just assumed, I don't know, because, you know, acting is not a thing.
Right, right.
Acting is not a thing.
So, you know, at the heart of this article, they're mad because Miss Frizzle is no longer unattractive as a lesbian should be. And
yeah,
she doesn't have the Jewish nose. But if that's her sister, she would also be Jewish.
I'm like, how stereotypical are you? It's like, well, her hair is unkempt and she has a big nose. Clearly, she's coded as a Jewish lesbian. I'm like...
They whitewashed her.
What? I'm like, are you mental? Now, side story. I actually did almost knock over Lily Tomlin in New York one time.
That's right. You told me the story.
Yeah, I did. I ran into her almost literally at the Museum of Modern Art. And she just smiled and kept on going like, oh my God, I almost killed Lily Tomlin. You hate monger. All right, so before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants. Guys, we're over 183,000 subs. Thank you for the support. You
Sorry,
know,
I was a little
so we
delayed.
can spread our hatred all over the internet.
That's right.
Like we always do.
I'm just trying to understand why they're so upset about this. It's a reboot. I thought, okay, wait, here's another thing. It's a reboot. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe it's for children.
It's for the children.
So maybe if it's not the way you want it to be, you need to get over that because it's not about you. And you know, you had your time. It's somebody else's turn. But seriously, that's what they're mad about, was because she wasn't hot, or she's hot now, and they didn't like that because they thought it was the same person.
Yeah. So they got that wrong. So Mary Sue puts up this article, and they did, I believe they corrected at the end. People were calling them out in the comments. They're like, the new Miss Frizzle look is bad. And even on Twitter, maybe because that's her sister. Mm-hmm. Miss Frizzle's new look manages to be both ageist and sexist. Shame on whoever did this.
Except it's not Miss Frizzle from the original books.
Oh my God, people saying like, actually it's Miss Frizzle's sister. You saying that is irrelevant. Whoever that is, she is the new Miss Frizzle. But that is also basically relevant at this point. Show looks like shit. The animation is garbage. I actually won't disagree, but...
The animation's garbage, and it doesn't look as good as what they're used to. That sounds very familiar. That sounds like Thundercats Roar. That sounds like She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. It sounds like the exact same damn complaints people had who grew up with these IPs. But now they're coming for things that you loved and you remember. And now you're pissed. You don't get to be. It's not for you. This one is literally for the children.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. I actually agree with them. Rebooting or changing kids' shows with new age art styles is awful. Scooby-Doo looks like a family cutaway turned into a show. Ben 10 looks awful. The newer seasons of Pokemon look meh.
They're not allowed to say that. If you say that about things like Thundercats Roar or She-Ra, you are literally, alt-right Yahtzee.
You're literally murdering people with your cartoon hate.
That's right. Because you dare change it. It's just the karma on this is just so glorious.
So here is the original article from the Mary Sue, and then we're going to go out to Mia, which actually kind of low-key backhand slaps the Mary Sue and says, no.
Who doesn't want to do that?
No, guys, you totally got this wrong. So, I mean, I will agree. I think the animation style compared to the original is meh.
Oh, yeah, 100% agree with you there.
So Kate McKinnon is playing Ms. Frizzle. Lily Tomlin's also there reviving the original role. She's getting up there, though. Now she's Professor Frizzle.
Oh, so that's why it matters, because now Miss Frizzle is Miss Frizzle because Professor Frizzle. I'm like, but that's not the same character. No matter how much one person wants to say, it's relevant. No, it's not irrelevant because they're not the same character.
The theme song is performed by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Of course it is.
But one thing viewers weren't too keen on was the entire visual style, which pretty much everyone agreed was lacking the original's visual soul. What the hell?
You mean like Thundercats Roar?
She-Ra
and the Princesses of Power? And that people who loved it got mocked by people like you at the Mary Sue constantly? Because how dare you? These people are clearly phobic, istophobes. They hate diversity. They hate other people. They just hate change. It's not for them. They need to understand that and move on.
So, yeah, I remember all the articles that went something like, men are angry that She-Ra's not hot anymore, where's her boobs, they're shaming She-Ra and all the characters on Princesses of Power because they look different. Well, it's not for you. And here we are.
Well, I love this.
Here we are.
Even though it's all happened back in 2017, the internet is going through another round of remembering and rediscovering just how disappointing this aesthetic was. Yeah, it's always been. Especially when it came to Ms. Frizzle, the eccentric queer, according to our collective head canon icon. No one established other than you saying it. So do I get to change that? Okay, you know what? Fine. She-Ra, the new Adora, in my head canon, she's straight. So guess what? She is now.
Yeah, right.
I mean, come on. You can't just assign that just because you want to.
Well, okay. Here's where it came, because it is headcanon. Now, I clicked on the link and I shouldn't have. You may be asking yourself what exactly makes Ms. Frizzle's sexuality interesting.
Right, another one of those, and I'm quoting Kneon. Who are the cartoon characters fucking? Sorry, Mom. I'm quoting my husband.
There's no clear answer. Some stray comments and seemingly satirical articles suggest the show championed witchcraft, which in the 90s was not the compliment that it is today. An interesting notion to consider, as witches historically rode their broom as a means of absorbing a potent herbal concoction through their vaginas.
I have never, ever, ever in my life heard that.
Hocus pocus. Holy shit.
From now on, I'm going to ride my broom. Because they're hallucinogenic.
Change my name.
They mash with broomsticks. Are you serious? I can't even.
The herbs. So wait, we're talking about Ms. Frizzle in this article on autostraddle.com.
They sexualize Ms. Frizzle.
Is basically like, well, she might be gay because she's a witch and she's masturbating with her broomstick.
Even though they show nothing like that, because
it's a kid's show.
Apparently, historically, they say witches did that. I don't know. They might have. Who the hell knows? But here's the thing I don't understand. In all the years Miss Frizzle has been on the Magic School Bus, I don't ever remember any books ever talking about, it was about her being a teacher in her classroom and her students and learning things. I don't ever remember them mentioning her being a witch or a lesbian or any of that stuff.
Yeah. So here's the thing, because I thought this was the case. Because again, back in the day, they used to make educational programs about just like teaching kids science and stuff, and they weren't getting into all these other issues. Miss Frizzle's sexual and romantic leanings aren't revealed in the series because she's just doing her job as a damn teacher and putting the kids in mortal harm every day.
Yeah. Taking
them to outer space and inside people's bodies.
She should have done it with a broomstick.
She should have done it with a broomstick and herbs. The woman who played her, Lily Tomlin, has left her own orientation of mystery. So because Lily Tomlin is gay, then we have to make Ms. Frizzle gay. Anyway, that's I guess where this came from. And also, she's Jewish because she has a big nose, which is incredibly insulting.
Wait, I don't know how to explain it, but the new Ms. Frizzle's homophobic.
Bullshit.
How?
Kate McKinnon.
She's winking at the reptile with horns. That means that she's into the horns.
We're both horny.
That's what it means.
I'm going to ride that broomstick after 3.
Come on over if you want to join
Come on over.
I don't know. I'm sorry. It's homophobic because her sister's the new Miss Frizzle.
Yes.
And she's prettier, according to them. And she's not the lesbian that their headcanon has made her out to be because they have decided.
Yes.
I can't even.
Drained of character, all smoothed out and bad. She's homophobic. The change is very sinister to me. Characters with hair and noses like the original Ms. Frizzle are conspicuously rare, given how much of the world looks like that. Yeah, the red hair, you mean? Those that were with features they had removed, what they're replaced with is so devoid of texture and good. No, it's the art style. They're using something like Toon Boom or Flash because it's cheaper.
You know, like they did with other shows people complained about, and you made fun of them and said they need to get over it because that's just a new art style. And if you don't like it, it's not for you, it's for the children. Exact same thing.
Yeah. Remembering her as this is coming from Meow, saying that people had it wrong, that Miss Frizzle was neither came out as a Jewish woman or a lesbian. Mm-hmm. Remembering her as a Jewish lesbian, one Twitter user wrote, "When I was your age, Miss Frizzle was a Jewish lesbian. Netflix was really like Miss Frizzle, but not Jewish." Bullshit.
Is that where?
Netflix is like Miss because she has a big nose. That's insulting.
I got a big nose, and my nose has a little bit of crook on top of it at the top. And the reason is because it was broken when I was born.
That is true.
And then
I wasn't there. But
I also, it wasn't my mom's fault. It was the doctor's fault. But beyond that, I also rebroke it when I was a teenager because I thought it would be great fun to try to smash a Pepsi can on my forehead. I thought it can't be that hard. Which I broke. I broke my nose, blackened my eye, and told everybody I got hit in the face with a volleyball. And I knew the truth with my best friend, because she was there with me and we were both doing it. And then we'd burp afterwards. And then I broke my nose. But I got hit with a volleyball. That was my story.
I've had my ribs broken many, many, many times.
It's true.
It's true. Another user pointed out the new Miss Frizzle would tell me my autism is curable through prayer. The new Miss Frizzle looks like...
why would you get... Yes, because clearly.
Clearly,
she's Christian because she's got red hair, green eyes, and...
I don't know how to explain it, but she looks homophobic.
Wait.
New Miss Frizzle looks like the main character in a work order.
Because because she's her sister and she's younger and she's like made to look younger, and because they look very similar in this picture down below, and so this one is homophobic, and you can tell that. I can now tell the sexual orientation and the preferences and the biases of a cartoon character based on the way they look.
Because all matters is who the cartoon characters are fucking.
But look at this. They look the same. They're sisters. Look, they both have the same nose here.
Yeah.
Well, hers is a little bit of a bump on it, I think.
A little bit. She's got a little bit of a bump.
But you know, you can be a sister to somebody and not, like my sister doesn't have like the weird broken nose thing up going on. Now, it's not obvious on you, but you can feel it if you push on it. My sister doesn't have that. You know, because she wasn't stupid enough to hit herself in the head with a Pepsi can.
Yeah,
I'm like, you know.
This is just dumb. Look,
it is. This is the most there's reaching, and then there's this.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. So this was apparently a conversation, and again, it went from, hey, the animation doesn't look so good, to, who is Miss Frizzle sleeping with?
And why isn't she Jewish anymore? Because we decided she was.
Because we decided she was Jewish.
Just so you know, if you are if you're a lesbian, you're obviously ugly. Otherwise, you can't be, because you're too pretty. If she's too pretty to be a lesbian now. I've known lesbians who were very pretty.
I just want to know why the bitch tried to kill Arnold.
That's right. You know? Arnold doesn't matter now.
Arnold doesn't matter. He's in this show. I guess he's in this show.
So apparently he's still alive. But they resurrected him in the cartoon too, though. So yeah. I'm just like, I just can't even with this. And then,
maybe she clones him. Maybe it's just a bunch of Arnolds.
It's not even the same character. No one ever said that she was any of those things. This one's pretty, so obviously she's a homophobe, because Kate
McKinnon's playing her.
All you pretty girls out there, yeah, I know, right? Okay, it only counts about being a lesbian if it's Lily Tomlin.
Yeah, right. That's the only.
She obviously is a homophobe because she's pretty. Supposedly, the art style does suck, but what gets me more than anything is the fact that they're so pissed about how it looks now compared to what they liked, and it's no different.
It's
no different.
We told you guys. You're making fun of us old heads for getting mad about things from the 70s and 80s getting rebooted badly. They're coming for you now, too. They're coming for the 90s and the 2000s and the 2010s even. They're going back and trying to reboot that shit already. Your turn is going to come. Your time is going to come.
So get ready. It's coming.
And Gen Z is going to call you guys a bunch of boomers.
That's right. That's exactly what's going to happen. Because, you know, I mean, so far, I think the basic character and story idea is the same. They're not even changing that. They keep changing that on everybody else.
They just put in a younger Miss Frizzle.
Who's her sister?
Still a gay woman playing her.
Yeah. So apparently, according to their headcanon, in my headcanon, her sister is lesbian. In this headcanon, she's a homophobe. I'm like, yes, I clearly get that.
Just put it out there. Yeah.
There are there's this thing called therapy. You might want to seek it.
we're going to wrap this up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
I can't even. Bye.